Hi, I'm Ashot. I call this episode When Machines Think, People Feel. IQ, intelligence quotient, is a numerical indicator that reflects a person's level of intellectual ability. Simply put, IQ shows how well a person can solve logical problems, analyze information, learn quickly, and apply knowledge in new situations. IQ is about the ability to think, compare facts, recognize patterns, and draw conclusions. People with high IQ can find patterns in sequences of numbers or shapes, solve logical puzzles, and analyze texts to draw conclusions. The average IQ for most people is between 85 and 115 points. Higher scores are rare and are often characteristic of people who have achieved outstanding success in science, technology, or business. If your IQ is low, life will be hard for you. That's the reality. That's true, isn't it? Well, let's give it a shot. As I say in episode 19, more and more tasks that people used to solve are now increasingly being handled by artificial intelligence. Today, artificial intelligence already surpasses the average human IQ in a number of tasks. Data analysis, programming, and much more are performed faster and more accurately by the artificial intelligence than by humans. This means that professions where success was determined only by IQ are gradually being automated and disappearing. So, should we now enter an unequal battle and compete the machines in intellectual tasks? Let's talk about Sergey. In a small provincial town, there lived a simple worker named Sergey, a responsible father of two wonderful boys, a loving and caring husband. All his life, he worked at a factory where he was valued for his precision and ability to quickly solve technical problems. His IQ was above average. He easily handled any instructions, quickly mastered new equipment, and somehow always managed to teach all this to newcomers quickly and efficiently. Sergey even had a nickname at the factory, Professor. But nothing lasts forever, and one day the factory was automated. Robots and artificial intelligence replaced people, able to perform all operations faster and without errors. Sergey lost his job. He was lost and crushed. He had always been proud of his intellect and technical skills. He tried to find a work in his specialty, but everywhere they either required experience with artificial intelligence or offered a salary below the minimum subsistence level. Completely desperate, Sergey promised his friends to take the first job offered. So, hardly believing it himself, he became an assistant caregiver at the local orphanage. Yes, no complex calculations or technical skills were needed there, but patience. The ability to listen, support, and inspire children who lacked parental warmth were required. At first, it was hard for him. The children didn't listen, often quarreled. Then, Sergey began to apply his fatherly methods. Gradually, he noticed that when he simply talked heart to heart with the children, played with them, supported them in difficult moments, they began to trust him. He learned to understand their emotions, empathize, help them cope with difficulties. He taught them to visualize and correctly express their thoughts. His colleagues respected him, and the children sincerely loved him. After a year, Sergey became the favorite caregiver. He realized that his main wealth was not the ability to solve problems quickly, but the ability to be there where needed, to support and inspire. His EQ, the emotional intelligence, turned out to be more important than his IQ, intelligence quotient. And that's what made him truly happy and needed. A few years later, Sergey opened his own private school. And a few years after that, he was one of the wealthiest persons in this town. Today, in the age of artificial intelligence, the areas left to humans are those where emotional intelligence, EQ, emotional quotient, is important. What is this? The ability to understand oneself and others, build relationships, inspire, negotiate, show empathy, and find common ground with different people. These soft skills are becoming key to success in career, business, and personal life, because artificial intelligence is still unable to replace human emotions, motivation, charisma, and much more. These very soft skills are what I help my clients develop in my trainings.